The Washington Open semifinal produced one of the biggest upsets of the 2026 WTA season as Alexandra Eala defeated Naomi Osaka in straight sets, 6-4, 6-2, to secure a place in her first Washington Open final. The victory marked another historic milestone for the young Filipina, who continued her remarkable rise with a composed and fearless performance against one of the most accomplished players in women's tennis. The atmosphere inside the stadium was electric long before the opening serve. Fans from both Japan and the Philippines filled the stands, creating an unforgettable environment for a match that featured experience against youth. Osaka entered the semifinal looking to add another final to her impressive career, while Eala arrived full of confidence after an outstanding tournament run. From the opening game, both players showed their intentions. Osaka relied on her trademark power, looking to dictate rallies with aggressive serves and heavy ground strokes. Eala, meanwhile, focused on consistency, excellent movement, and intelligent shot selection, refusing to be intimidated by her high-profile opponent. The early games were closely contested as each player settled into the match. Osaka tried to shorten points with powerful winners, while Eala absorbed the pace brilliantly, extending rallies and forcing the Japanese star to play one extra shot whenever possible. The contrast in styles made for fascinating tennis. As the first set progressed, Eala's confidence continued to grow. She returned serve exceptionally well and displayed outstanding court coverage, turning defense into attack with remarkable maturity. Whenever Osaka attempted to take control, Eala answered with calm, accurate baseline play that kept the pressure firmly on her opponent. Osaka continued to produce moments of brilliance with her powerful serve and aggressive forehand. She finished the match with 5 aces, and several of those big serves came during the opening set. However, inconsistency also began to appear, and a few untimely errors prevented her from fully establishing control. She landed 60% of her first serves, won 71% of those points, and an impressive 83% of her second serve points. As the first set entered its closing stages, every point carried extra significance. Osaka attempted to raise her level with aggressive shot-making, but Eala matched her intensity with outstanding defense and confident counterattacks. The young Filipina stayed mentally strong in the biggest moments and refused to let the pressure affect her game. After a series of high-quality rallies and disciplined tennis, Alexandra Eala secured the opening set 6-4, taking the first set against a former Grand Slam champion was a major statement of intent, giving the rising Filipina a valuable advantage while increasing the pressure on Osaka, who now faced the difficult challenge of mounting a comeback to keep her hopes of reaching the Washington Open final alive. The second set began with Naomi Osaka knowing she needed a quick response to stay in the match. The former Grand Slam champion increased the pace of her ground strokes and looked to attack from the very first points, hoping to put Alexandra Eala under immediate pressure. However, Eala remained composed, carrying the confidence she had gained from winning the opening set and refusing to let the momentum shift. Eala continued to display exceptional discipline from the baseline. Instead of trying to overpower Osaka, she relied on consistency, depth, and intelligent shot placement. Every rally showcased her patience as she forced Osaka to hit extra shots, increasing the chances of unforced errors from the Japanese star. Osaka's serve remained a dangerous weapon throughout the match. She finished with 5 aces, demonstrating her ability to win quick points whenever her first serve landed. Yet those positives were balanced by 5 double faults, several of which came at crucial moments and prevented her from building sustained momentum. One of the biggest differences in the match was Eala's effectiveness on serve. Although she did not record an ace, she consistently placed her serves well and backed them up with excellent court positioning. Her ability to win 71% of first serve points and an outstanding 83% of second serve points showed how confidently she handled pressure throughout the contest. As the second set progressed, Eala continued to pressure Osaka's service games. She stayed aggressive on return, stepped inside the baseline whenever opportunities appeared, and forced Osaka into difficult situations. The Filipina's determination was evident as she competed for every point, refusing to allow her opponent an easy path back into the match. A key turning point in the second set came when Eala converted another important breakpoint opportunity, Overall, she converted 4 of her 12 break points, while Osaka managed to convert only 1 of her 4 chances. That difference proved decisive, as Eala consistently capitalized on the biggest moments of the semifinal. Osaka continued to fight with the determination that has defined her career. She produced several powerful winners and attempted to dictate play with her aggressive style. However, Eala answered almost every challenge with remarkable composure, using excellent movement and clean ball striking to remain firmly in control. Her calm approach contrasted with Osaka's struggles to find the consistency needed for a comeback. Eala eventually closed out the second set 6-2 with another confident display, completing a straight sets victory that will be remembered as one of the biggest wins of her career. Defeating a former Grand Slam champion in such convincing fashion demonstrated her rapid development on the WTA Tour and earned her a well-deserved place in the Washington Open final, where another exciting challenge awaited. As Alexandra Eala struck the final winning shot, she raised her arms in celebration while the crowd responded with a standing ovation. The emotional moment reflected the significance of the victory, as the young Filipina had just defeated one of the biggest names in women's tennis to earn a place in the Washington Open final. It was a result that showcased her growing confidence and confirmed that she can compete with the very best on the WTA Tour. The final score of 6-4, 6-2 demonstrated how effectively Eala controlled the match. Winning in straight sets against a former Grand Slam champion is never easy, but she managed to stay focused from the opening game until the final point. Rather than allowing Osaka to dictate the contest, Eala consistently executed her own game plan with maturity and confidence. One of the biggest statistical differences came on serve. Eala landed 60% of her first serves, compared to Osaka's 54%. More importantly, she won 71% of her first serve points and an outstanding 83% of her second serve points, showing remarkable efficiency whenever she stepped to the service line. Osaka's serve remained dangerous throughout the semifinal, producing 5 aces that reminded everyone of her exceptional power. However, the Japanese star also committed 5 double faults, and those errors interrupted her rhythm at important stages. Eala, in contrast, finished the match with just 1 double fault, highlighting her composure and consistency under pressure. The return game also played a crucial role in deciding the outcome. Eala constantly challenged Osaka's service games, creating pressure with deep returns and aggressive court positioning. She converted 4 of her 12 breakpoint opportunities, while Osaka managed to convert only 1 of 4, making Eala far more effective when the biggest points arrived. Throughout the match, Eala displayed excellent tactical awareness. Instead of trying to overpower Osaka from every position, she mixed pace, depth, and angles to keep her opponent guessing. Her movement around the court allowed her to defend difficult shots before immediately turning defense into attack. For Osaka, the semifinal showed both her strengths and the areas that ultimately proved costly. Her powerful ground strokes and explosive serve produced several spectacular winners, but the combination of double faults and unforced errors prevented her from sustaining pressure. Eala's victory carries enormous significance for Philippine tennis. By reaching the Washington Open final, Eala earned the opportunity to compete for one of the biggest titles of her professional career. As the celebrations continued, attention quickly shifted to the championship match, where Eala would face another formidable challenge. Regardless of what happens in the final, her performance against Naomi Osaka will be remembered as one of the finest victories of her career.